Two men, two cultures, two timeless voices. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who ruled the world but longed for inner peace. Confucius, the Chinese sage who never held power but shaped a civilization. Their lives weren't easy. Their wisdom wasn't inherited. It was forged through struggle, heartbreak, and relentless reflection. Marcus Aurelius wrote his most famous work, Meditations, not from a palace, but from the chaos of military camps. Surrounded by the freezing winds of battle, he wrote not for praise, but to manage his own mind. His words were never meant for others, but they became a compass for millions. Though he ruled the vast Roman Empire, he was no stranger to pain. He buried 8 of his 14 children. Through unimaginable loss, he reminded himself and us that death is natural and that true strength lies in how we respond to suffering. And Marcus never even wanted the throne. He was a philosopher at heart, but when duty called, he answered, not with ego, but with humility. He often described himself as a soul carrying a corpse, a reminder that power fades but virtue endures. Even betrayal couldn't shake him. When his most trusted general turned against him, Marcus recovered from illness, only to forgive the man. The best revenge, he wrote, is to be unlike him who performed the injury. At the end of his life, there were no dramatic final words, just calm resolve. He passed the empire to his son and died as he lived with honor and discipline. Now, cross the world and a few centuries and meet Confucius. He was born poor, raised by a single mother, and began life as a clerk and stable manager. But he dreamed of something bigger, a world where character mattered more than class. Confucius never held great political power. Rulers dismissed him, but that didn't stop him. He wandered across China, walking thousands of miles, often with little food or shelter, teaching anyone who would listen, and even those who didn't. He believed deeply in the power of family. While others obsessed over politics, Confucius taught that the foundation of a just society began at home, with respect for parents and elders. Harmony, he said, starts at the dinner table. Despite his wisdom, he died thinking he had failed. He never became the advisor to a great ruler, never reshaped government policy. And yet, his students wrote down his teachings that would guide Chinese thought for over 2,000 years. Both Marcus and Confucius lived lives marked by inner struggle. Marcus wore a crown he never wanted. Confucius searched for a platform he never found. Yet both chose to respond to life not with bitterness, but with wisdom, humility, and grace. Their legacies prove something powerful. You don't need perfect circumstances to live a meaningful life. You just need to live it with intention. Hardship can be a teacher, loss can shape compassion, and wisdom often comes not from victories, but from the way we endure defeat. So when the world feels heavy, remember Marcus, writing to steady his thoughts while the world waged war around him. Remember Confucius, dusty and tired, still offering his insights to a disinterested crowd. Their stories remind us, live with virtue, lead with humility, and never underestimate the quiet strength of a life well lived.